Welcome to Mr. Potato's channel. Let's watch Peppa Pig together here. And when we watch Peppa Pig, I will stop sometime and ask you some questions and answer together with you. Do you agree? Let's watch Peppa Pig right now.
Muddy Puddles.
It is raining today, so Peppa and George cannot play outside.
Daddy, it stopped raining. Can we go out to play?
Ha ha! All right. Run along, you two.
Peppa loves jumping in muddy puddles.
I love muddy puddles.
Peppa, if you jump in muddy puddles, you must wear your boots.
Sorry, Mummy.
George likes to jump in muddy puddles too.
George, if you jump in muddy puddles, you must wear your boots.
Peppa likes to look after her little brother, George.
George, let's find some more puddles.
Peppa and George are having a lot of fun. Peppa has found a little puddle. George has found a big puddle.
Look, George. There's a really big puddle.
George wants to jump into the big puddle first.
Stop, George. I must check if it's safe for you. Good. It is safe for you. Sorry, George. It's only bad.
Peppa and George love jumping in muddy puddles.
Come on, George. Let's go and show Daddy.
Goodness me.
Daddy! Guess what we've been doing?
Let me think. Have you been watching television?
No, Daddy.
Have you just had a bath?
No.
I know. You've been jumping in muddy puddles.
Yes, Daddy. We've been jumping in muddy puddles.
Ho ho! And look at the mess you're in.
Ooh.
Oh well, it's only mud. Let's clean up quickly before Mummy sees the mess.
Daddy, when we've cleaned up, will you and Mummy come and play too?
Yes, we can all play in the garden.
Peppa and George are wearing their boots. Mummy and Daddy are wearing their boots. Peppa loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Everyone loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
Oh, Daddy Pig, look at the mess you're in.
It's only mud.
Okay, now let's watch the second time and I will ask you some questions and we can answer together. Okay, let's start now.
I'm Peppa Pig.
So who is that girl? This is Peppa Pig, right? Yes.
This is my little brother George.
And who is that small boy? This is George. Okay, answer with me. This is George.
This is Mummy Pig.
And who is it? Worman? This is Mummy Pig. Yes, that's Mummy Pig.
And this is Daddy Pig.
And who is this man with the glasses here? This is Daddy Pig. Yes, this is Daddy Pig.
Peppa Pig.
So how is the weather now? You see here? How is the weather? It is raining, I can tell you. It is raining. And what is that in the middle of the screen? This is her house. And whose house is that? Answer me. That's Peppa Pig's house, correct. Very good.
Muddy Puddles.
It is raining.
Wow, now you know that it is raining outside, right? And you see their face here. How do they feel now? With Peppa and George with this face, how do they feel now? Very good. They feel sad. Do you know why they feel sad? Yes, because they cannot go outside to play. It's raining outside.
Today, so Peppa and George cannot play outside.
Daddy.
Now you see the weather is okay now, right? The rain has stopped. And you see Peppa and George, their face. How do they feel now? Yes, they feel happy, right? They feel happy because, why do they feel happy? Because they can go outside to play now, right? Yes, they can go out.
It's stopped raining. Can we go out to play?
Ha ha. All right. Run along, you two.
So, did Daddy Pig agree with Peppa and George? Did Daddy Pig agree and let them play outside? Yes, he did. Peppa Pig and George are going outside to play now, right?
Peppa loves jumping in muddy puddles.
I love Muddy Puddles.
Now, what is Peppa Pig doing? What is she doing? Yes, she's jumping in the muddy puddle. Yes. And how does she feel now? She feels happy. You see the smiley face, right? The smiley face. She's happy. Why does she feel happy? Because she loves jumping in the muddy puddle. Yes.
Peppa, if you jump in muddy puddles, you must wear your boots.
Sorry.
So what does Mummy Pig want Peppa to do? What does she want Peppa to do? She wants Peppa to put on their boots, right? And what is the color of their boots? Yellow, right? Yellow color. I know that you know. The boots are yellow. And
Mummy.
George likes to jump in muddy puddles too.
George, if you jump in muddy puddles, you must wear your boots.
Uh-oh. So, what does Peppa want George to do? What does Peppa want George to do? Yes, Peppa wants George to wear his boots when jumping in the muddy puddle. So where is George going? Yes, George's going to get his boot to put on, right? George is going to get his boot.
Peppa likes to look after her little brother, George.
Now, how do they feel? They feel very happy, right? Yes.
George, let's find some more puddles.
Peppa and George are having a lot of fun. Peppa has found a little puddle. George has found a big puddle.
Oh, look, something funny here. You see, Peppa is bigger than George, right? But whose puddle is bigger? George has his puddle here, and Peppa has her puddle here. Which one is bigger? Whose puddle is bigger? That's George's one, right? George's puddle is bigger than Peppa's.
Look, George. There's a really big puddle.
Wow! What do they find here? They found a big muddy puddle, right? They find a very big muddy puddle here.
George wants to jump into the big puddle first.
So who is going to jump in first? Who is going to jump in first? George, right? George is closer to the puddle, and he is going to jump in first. But what happened here? Peppa stopped George, right? Peppa stopped George from jumping in the muddy puddle. Why? Let's watch more and answer why.
Stop, George. I must check if it's safe for you. Good.
Now you know why did Peppa stop George from jumping in the muddy puddle? Yes, because she wanted to check if it's safe for George to jump, right? Because the puddle is too big and George is too small, right?
It is safe for you.
What is George doing here? What is George doing? George is crying. Yes, he is crying.
Sorry, George. It's only bad.
Same now, right? So are they clean now? No, they are not clean now. They are dirty because of the mud.
Peppa and George love jumping in muddy puddles.
Wow! So, are they clean now? No, they are completely dirty now. Completely dirty.
Come on, George. Let's go and show Daddy.
Now, where are they going? What are they going to do? They are going to show Daddy, right? Yes, they are going to show Daddy how dirty they are now.
Goodness me.
Daddy, guess what we've been doing?
Let me think. Have you been watching television?
No, Daddy.
Have you just had a bath?
No.
I know. You've been jumping in muddy puddles.
So,
Yes.
what did Peppa Pig just do? He guessed, right? He guessed whether they were watching TV or they had a bath. But actually, they were jumping in the muddy puddle, yes.
Yes, Daddy. We've been jumping in muddy puddles.
Oh, and look at the mess you're in.
Ooh.
Oh, well, it's only mud. Let's clean up quickly before Mummy sees the mess.
Now, what is Daddy Pig doing? What is she doing? He is cleaning them, right? He is cleaning Peppa and George. Do you understand why did he clean? Because he didn't want Mummy Pig to see, right? Yes.
Daddy, when we've cleaned up, will you and Mummy come and play too?
Yeah.
Now Peppa has a very good idea after cleaning. Do you know what is her idea? You know what is her idea? Yes. She wants Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig to play together in the muddy puddles.
Yes, we can all play in the garden.
And did Daddy Pig agree with Peppa? Yes, he did. He always say yes. Very good, Daddy, right?
Peppa and George are...
And now you see Peppa and George, huh? How do they feel now? They even laughing. Very big mouth. They feel very happy now, right? And what are they wearing on their foot, on their feet? They are wearing boots, right?
wearing their boots. Mummy
And you see now, Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig, what are they wearing on their feet? The boots, right? So what are they going to do? You can guess. Yes, they are going to jump in the muddy puddles.
Daddy are wearing their boots. Peppa loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Everyone loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
How do they feel now? You see? They feel very happy, right? Yes. Oh, what happened with Daddy Pig? He fall out, right? He fall out onto the muddy puddle. And is he clean now? Is he clean now? No, he is dirty now.
Oh, Daddy Pig, look at the mess you're in.
It's only mud.
Okay, so they are all dirty, and that's the end of this episode. See you next time. I hope to see you soon in the next episode of Peppa Pig with Mr. Potato. Come back to my channel and watch more. See you again. Bye bye.